Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time coming across my video, please consider subscribing. For the returning subscribers, thank you so much for always supporting my channel. I really appreciate your support. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to make fish roll, the best fish roll you will ever make. Okay, so let's go through our ingredients. So here with me I have tuna chunks in water. This is tuna. You can use mackerel, okay, but I'm going to be using tuna. That is because it's boneless and it's safer for kids. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about, this is the tuna chunks. This is how each container look like. Okay, I have my seasoning. You can season it to your taste. I have ginger powder, curry powder, turmeric powder, salt and paprika powder. Season it to your taste. Here I have green bell pepper, red bell pepper, and I have yellow bell pepper. I want to say orange, yellow bell pepper. This is optional. You can just use any pepper that you have, okay, but we want to keep it as healthy as we can too. Here I have my chopped onions. This is half chopped onions. For making the dough, you will need sugar, which is optional, salt and baking powder. You need nutmeg, you need milk or water, you need one large egg, and lastly I have my melted butter. To make our filling, you want to put in your pan on the gas stove. Turn on your gas. I'll let that pot heat up. Once it is heated up, I'm going to go in with just enough oil. You don't want to put too much, just put a little bit of oil. Then I'll let that heat up as well. Once it is heated up, I'm going to go in with my chopped onions. Add your ginger and garlic, but they are not that close to me now, so I'm not adding it. As I said, season it to your taste. I'm going to stir on this for everything to fry nicely. After 30 seconds, I'm going to go in with my chopped vegetable, mixed bell peppers. Stir on that. Now, because you're still going to fry it, you don't want to fry this for long so that it will not overcook. I'll go in with my tuna chunks, or if you have mackerel, you go in with your mackerel. Make sure you debone that mackerel very well, especially if you know that your kids are going to have it, because you don't want to end up with the child in the hospital. At the same time, I'll go in with my seasoning so I can mix them all together. So you want to stir on this because it's tuna chunks. You want to do this so that it will separate. You want to separate it. That's the English. Mix everything together. Now this tuna was in spring water, so you don't want to add any water, because the water in the tuna is going to cook the tuna, okay? And remember, we're just doing like 40% cooking because we want our vegetables to stay with there. We don't want it to to become our vegetable. I'm going to cover this for a minute and we'll be done after a minute. So this is after a minute. It has dried down. I'm going to stay on that and turn off my gas. I'm going to let this to cool down while we go to making our dough. In my mixing bowl, I have 2.5 cups of flour. I'm going to go in with my nutmeg, sugar, salt and baking powder. I'm going to stir on this until everything is well mixed. I'm going to go in with my beaten egg. I'll go in with my melted butter next. I will go in with my milk. Remember, use water. Then I'm going to mix this in until everything is well mixed before I go in with my hand. So now you want to go in with your hand and mix everything together. If your dough is soft, you need to add a little bit of flour, okay? That's what I did. I'm just going to flour my kneading surface, and I'm going to roll this out. I'll cut this into two with my hand because I want to roll it out properly. I'm going to use my knife and just cut them into this little shapes, almost equal, okay? I will keep them by the side. This is the filling. I will put it by the side. So I'm going to roll this out. You don't want to make it thick because it will not fry well. So you want to make it as thin as possible. That's why I cut it this way. I'll get my filling and put it there. Now you cover it very well before you start rolling it. You're covering that very well so that if you start frying, it will not open up. So this is the first one. That's it. I'll keep it that way. I'll roll all of them. You want to make sure you've covered it tightly as you're starting the rolling. Cover it tightly so that it will not open up. Before we continue, we just want to add enough cooking oil. Let it keep heating up. This is the last one. So these are all the rolls that I rolled out. Now you want to drop it in gently. Make sure the oil is not too hot. Don't put many at a time, just put few of it at a time, maybe about 3 or 4 of it at a time, gently. You can use your spoon so that will make it easier. I'm just going to make 4 of that, and I'll constantly keep flipping it over just this way so that it will cook evenly on both sides, because if you don't do that, it's going to cook on one side and the other side is not going to cook. You don't want your oil to be too hot before you put this, okay? Just keep on flipping until everything is golden brown. It is ready now, and I'm going to start taking it out. Look at this, how beautiful this looks. We are done, and this is the fish roll. It's looking so good, so good. I'm going to open this one. Did you see that? It's so fluffy and nice. Look at that. Well cooked through inside. With this, we've come to the end of our today's recipe. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please remember to like, share, comment, give me a thumbs up. I will see you in my next video. Until then, always remember that Jesus loves you so much. Bye.
Putting the whole armor of God, fighting the enemy giants down. The battle is not by strength or might, by the Spirit of the Lord in prayer and supplication.